The next passage we come to in my readings was Psalm 81, 6 through 10. As I read this, here's what it says. I relieved his shoulder of the burden. His hands were freed from the baskets. You called in distress, and I rescued you. I answered you in the hiding place of thunder. So God's talking about as the children came out of Egypt, how he was providing for them. He was taking care of them. But then he says, I tested you at the waters of Meribah. What happened at the waters of Meribah? Might have to go back and look in the Old Testament passage, but this happens in Exodus 17, verse 7. This is where they came into the wilderness and they were very, very thirsty. And they didn't have water to drink. And what did they start doing? They started grumbling and complaining, we're thirsty. In fact, this is the accusation they made. Is Yahweh among us or not? So it says in Exodus 17:7. Wow, is God with us? Is God even here? Does God care? We've got to be careful when we go through this time of testing that we don't accuse God of not caring. That's what they did. And he says, I tested them at the waters of Meribah. Israel failed to trust God when they were thirsty. They grumbled and complained. Yahweh's instructions were, and then you get down to verse 9 in this passage, Psalm 81, let there be no strange God among you. You shall not worship a foreign God. I am Yahweh your God who brought you out from the land of Egypt. But by the way, at this time, God told Moses, strike the rock and waters will come out, and he quenched their thirst. And he's saying, you need to trust me. You need to trust me. And then the end of verse 10, this is a key part of this passage. Open your mouth wide and I will fill it. Are we trusting men? Are we trusting God? Are we complaining when we don't have our perceived needs met? We think we have a need. Do we grumble and complain, or do we say, God, I'm really struggling with this need. I need your help. Would you please take care of me? God tested Israel. God sometimes is going to test us as well. How many like going through testings? I don't like it. I don't like it. But God does that to draw us closer to him, to make us learn to depend on him. He is the source of our needs, not somebody else or not something else, and we better not complain.